Fellas. So, on today's video, I'm going to be talking about why I made this channel. Because I have a deeper purpose behind this channel. I don't want this to be like everybody else on YouTube. I want to bring value to this world and truly help men to transform their lives. And that's because my life wasn't always as good as it is now. A couple years back, my life was complete shit. And at certain times, like, I was depressed and I was confused and I was lost and I did not know what the fuck I was doing with my life. I did not know where I was going. Everything was just falling apart. Like, I was getting played by women. I had no friends. I had no social life. I was broke. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And when you're going through that, it's the saddest thing in the world, just feeling like the world is caving in on you and feeling like you've put in so much work after your goals and after your dreams, but nothing is coming together. Like, it's the worst feeling in the world, feeling like you have no value and like you just can't overcome the world. And for me, I began to go inwards, and I started doing drugs, and I started, jacking off and playing video games and getting drunk and just doing all these different habits that I knew were terrible for me at the time. But they felt good, and they helped me to escape from the things that I was going through. They helped me to escape the fact that women didn't like me. And they helped me to escape the fact that I hated the military lifestyle and that my 9-to-5 life was shit. And it helped me to escape the fact that I had no freedom in my life. And it helped me to escape the fact that I fucking hated life. It helped me to escape from all of that. So even though I knew that the habits that I was doing were terrible for me, I didn't give a fuck, because they helped me to escape, and they brought comfort to me in an otherwise dark and scary world that I was trying to escape from. And again, that was 4 or 5 years ago at this point in time. So it's almost, eye-opening looking back now and seeing like how far I've come, because today, I'm 23 years old and I have financial freedom, and I'm living completely off my own businesses, and there's no more military bullshit. And I have a pretty amazing body, not being cocky, but just being honest. I'm not afraid to be proud of what I've worked for. I have a great body for a man, like I do. And I have amazing friends around me, and I have quality women in my life. And there's everything that I was missing from life 4 or 5 years ago that I wanted so deeply, but I didn't know how to create in my life. I have most of those things now. And I still have a far way to go. But I remember vividly when I was, 17 years old, I would look in the mirror sometimes, and I would just think to myself, like, yo, I'm not sure if I'm ever going to figure this shit out. Like, I don't know where this shit is going to take me. I think I knew that I would be successful. I knew deep down inside that I was going to create something amazing in my life. But I didn't know how I was going to do it, and I didn't know when it was going to happen. But I promised myself back then, when I was 17, 18 years old, that when I built a life that I was more proud of, and a life that I actually enjoyed living, that I wouldn't keep that process to myself, that I would go back and help somebody. And that's really what this channel is for. Like, I understand that most men in this world, we have ambitions. Young men, we want to go out and conquer this world. We have that fire blood deep within us. It's a part of who we are as masculine men. We are born to conquer and to go out and create amazing things in this world. That's what we're here for. So I know that other men have those same feelings of frustration and confusion deep down inside of themselves when they look at their dreams and they see, oh, I want to build this amazing life for myself. But then they look around them in reality and life is complete and utter fucking shit. They have no attraction from women. Their body looks like shit. Their brain is cloudy and they have brain fog. They can't focus. They have no real friends in their life. Everything is just, nothing is good. No man wants that. But I feel like most young men today, they have many of those symptoms in their life. No man has a perfect life. We all have room to improve. I have room to improve. We all do. And again, this channel is simply to help men to improve in several key aspects of their life. And this channel is specifically going to focus on the number one priority, the number one foundational piece is getting our mental clarity right and getting our mental health in order. Because without having the proper mental health, everything else in life completely falls apart. Point blank, period. Because if your brain is in a state of shambles and you can't focus and you feel sad all the time and life just feels like complete shit and you're depressed, you're not going to want to do anything. Even if you have money, your life is still going to be shit if your mental health is in a state of disarray. Even if you have bad, attractive women in your life, just beautiful women, your life is still going to be shit if you have terrible mental health. And if you can't focus and if you have no mental clarity. So the main absolute primary foundational piece of this channel is on helping men to take control of their mental health and regain focus and clarity in their lives and create a mission in their life. That is the core foundation of this channel. That is this channel's purpose. If nothing else, I want to help you get your mindset right first and foremost. That is the number one principle of this channel. Now, beyond that, after you have managed to design a life where you have mental clarity and you feel mentally alive and present and you're here in the moment, you're rooted and grounded in this present moment and you're not distracted by sadness and by bullshit and by mental chaos. When you've gotten past that initial stage, then you can set to work on building a beautiful life for yourself. And in that regard, it comes down to a couple different core foundational pieces. And the first one of those is to get your financial life in order. Okay? Because in this world, 90% of men, probably more than that, 95% of men, they are tied to 9-to-5 jobs that they don't enjoy. If we're being honest, most men do not want to be working at a 9-to-5 job. Most of us would rather be out living life and pursuing our passions and pursuing our own side hustles and just doing the things that interest us rather than working a job. So the second tenet of this channel is to help men to build lives of financial freedom. And I am in a position to talk about that because I've had, 2 successful businesses over the past 9 years that have made over $250K. And I'm only 23 years old, but I've managed to create a life of complete financial freedom. I'm not rich, but I'm living life on my own terms. And I haven't worked a job in 2 years, and I don't need to work a job. I'm going to Europe next month. I was in Florida last month, Chicago around the same time, in Arizona. Now I'm in California. Like, I'm living life on my terms. And most people who are 23 years old cannot do that. And again, I'm not bragging. I'm not bragging. I'm sharing my results so that you can see what is possible if you stay focused on the vision and put in the work. Because anybody can do these things. I am not an anomaly. Let me scratch that. I'm an anomaly in my dedication and my discipline. But I'm not an anomaly in the simple fact of the matter that anyone can do this. Anyone can do it. Absolutely anyone. If they stay focused and if they put in the work and if they figure out what they want to become a massive success in and research people who have done that exact same thing in that area and then make a plan based around that person, how they did it. For example, if you are trying to become a massive success as a bodybuilder, for example, you would look at Arnold Schwarzenegger and other famous bodybuilders and see what they did in their craft along that process, and then just repeat that process in your own life. You don't need to recreate the wheel. You need to figure out someone who has already achieved massive success in that area and then just simply repeat it. You don't, starting from scratch is fucking retarded. It's the stupidest thing in the world. Figure out what works and do that. Nothing else. Okay? Okay. So, since I have already managed to design a life of financial freedom, I want to help other men to do that. And on this channel, we're going to talk about how you can slowly move into building side streams of income. And it's not a quick path. It takes time. It took me, years to build a strong enough income stream to escape from the 9-to-5 world. And you should expect to put in at least 2 to 3 years of solid, consistent effort in order to have enough income to feel comfortable stepping away from the 9-to-5 world. But you need to realize that when you have done that and when you put in the work to achieve that level of success financially, and you have income coming in from your business to the point where you can realistically step away from the job market, then the entire game changes in life. Then you can, it's not about the money. It's so much deeper than that, because then you can pursue whatever the fuck you want in this life. Whatever you want. You can pursue women. You can build an amazing body. You can build genuine friendships. You can go take care of your mom. Go take care of your dad. You can travel. You can do whatever you want to do. Whatever brings your heart most alive is what you can do. But you can't do that if you're tied to a 9-to-5 job that's constantly pulling you back 40 plus hours a week. It's almost impossible. And again, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer to the people who work 9-to-5 jobs, but I'm being realistic here. Like, it's so much more difficult to pursue your goals and your dreams, the dreams beyond finances, when you are working at a job for 40 hours a week. It's almost impossible. So that is the second thing that this channel is about, is just building a life where you have financial abundance and where you can live life on your own terms and not feel rooted and strapped to a 9-to-5 job. Now, the third thing is just building a strong, amazing physique and building amazing health for yourself as a man. Because truly, we have lost so much of what was the epitome of the masculine man 1,000 years ago. 1,000 years ago, we were physically and mentally strong. We were physical specimens. We were beasts. We were monsters, hunting down wild boars and fighting tigers and having these rites of passage and just having so many. And we would go out to war and we had brawls and sparring and so many different physical requirements that forced us to be physically strong. And today, 60% of people in America are overweight. 60%. 60 fucking percent of people in America are overweight. And that, a lot of those people are men. The average man today looks like fucking shit. And the thing is, it's not just about looking good. It's about what that is a deeper symbol of. Because if you don't have your body in order, then you're probably not taking care of your mind. Because the body is simply a reflection of what's already going on in your head. So if your body isn't in order, then your mind probably is in a state of shambles as well. But even aside from the mental aspect of it, let's be honest. We all want to have our choice of women. We want to have access to the most beautiful, feminine, high quality women in this world. And I don't say high quality in the red pill toxic sense that it has become in this modern day. When I say high quality, I mean women that aren't so corrupted by the modern day bullshit, that haven't been pulled into the drug scene, and that haven't been pulled into the women who haven't been pulled into the casual sex scene, and who haven't been slutted out by a billion other dudes, and who aren't depressed, and who haven't had their heart broken a billion times, and who aren't broken. We want quality women who have good mental health and who have good physical health, who can bring value to our lives, and who can bring positive, enriching, radiant feminine energy to our lives. But if you look like shit and your body is falling apart, then you're not going to attract that. So again, the third tenet of this channel is to focus on building the best physical body for yourself, and having the best health for yourself as a man, and optimizing your hormones, and optimizing your mood, and optimizing every aspect of your health as a man, so that you can bring your best into every aspect of your life. Because again, it's not just about women. It's not. It's so much deeper than women. It's about having the most optimal body that will allow you to bring your best self into every single second of your life. Because our body it's our vehicle, and you can choose to run around in a broken down 1986 Ford, or you can choose to turn your body into a 2022 Lamborghini. You can become a beast, but the choice is completely yours. What you put into your body, the amount of work the work that you put into your body is what is going to come out on the other side, okay? You got to put in the work. So again, number 1 was mental clarity and mental health. Number 2 is financial freedom. Number 3 is fitness. Number 4, deep, genuine friendships and deep, genuine brotherhood. This world has become disconnected and lonely, and everyone is so deeply pulled into their cell phones, and pulled into the technology, and pulled into instant gratification sources like video games and social media and pornography and all these different things that just drag our mental attention, and no one is connecting with other people around them. We have become, it's a crazy paradox that we are the most connected society in history. We have instant access to everyone around us. We can talk to anyone in this world at a snap of our finger. Grab your phone, put your finger on the little fingerprint scanner, and now you're already in touch with them. Just like that. Just like that. Within seconds. But despite that, we have the highest rates of loneliness in history. How is that? So a big thing that I'm going to talk about on this channel is building genuine friendships and genuine connections, and being vulnerable and opening yourself up to the people around you, because vulnerability is it's a cornerstone of building a real authentic connection with anyone around you. Without having the courage to open yourself up and put yourself out there to your friends and to anyone around you, then they're not going to truly know who you are as a person. They're going to see the fake facade that you put up for the world to see, but they're not going to know you. And if that's the basis for your friendship and for your relationship, then is that really a real friendship? Think about that. So I want to talk about different strategies and different ideas for living the best life possible, and how you can magnetize the right type of friends into your life who are actually who are on the same path as you, and who actually bring positive energy into your life, and who inspire you to push harder and to push towards your goals even more effectively. Because having that brotherhood of strong men around you and strong women around you inspires you to go harder. It's not just about having fun. It's about having people around you who are on the same path, who are also fun to be around. So now you have the best of both worlds. It's synergy. It's that synergistic value add where you are helping them, they are helping you, and everyone's having a fucking good time doing it. That is what life is about. Just imagine 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and you've built a life of financial freedom, and you're overseas in fucking Hawaii or Thailand or freaking Ibiza with your closest friends, people who are on the same exact path as you, who have put in the work to design amazing life for themselves, and who care about their mental health, and who care about their physical health, and who aren't too afraid to be vulnerable, and who have actually shown you the real side of who they are, and vice versa. And you know these people so well because you've been building deep, genuine connections for the past 5-10 years with them. And now, again, 5-10 years from now, you're in overseas somewhere, just living life, and you have a business where you're living life on your own terms, and you have mental clarity, and you don't need instant gratification to be happy. You feel happy as life is because you're present and because you've put in the work to build an amazing life. And now you're enjoying that life, and you're enjoying the fruits of your labor because you had the courage and because you had the discipline to put in that work, and you have the people around you who are on that same path, and that just makes life 10 times more vibrant because people enhance what we already have in our life. You could be in the same situation alone versus with somebody else, and it'll feel completely different just having someone on that same wavelength as you and just there with you. It brings heightened levels of emotion, and it brings value. So again, the fourth tenet of this channel is just helping men to build genuine friendships and genuine brotherhood in their life. So I'm kind of pissed off because I just spent another 15 minutes talking to the camera, but then it fucking died and canceled all of the footage. So anyways, let me stop bitching. So the fifth tenet of this channel is women and love, and specifically attracting the quality and quantity of women into your life so that you can then choose whichever ones you want to keep around long term. Whether you want a relationship or a polygamous situation or fuck buddies or whatever, that's up to you. Me personally, I'm going to be honest with myself. I'm a lover boy. I prefer relationships. I want to build with one person. I want every woman in the world. I love women. I want them all. But again, I know that I feel most content within myself when I just have one quality partner who I'm building with and investing in and giving my complete all to. So the fifth tenet of this channel is just helping men to build lifestyles where they have the options in women that they want. And I feel qualified to talk about that because, again, 4 or 5 years ago, I had zero options in women. Women did not want me. I mean, I had a couple bitches here and there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had a couple women who were attracted to me, but they weren't the quality of women that I wanted, and I didn't have as many as I wanted. It is what it is. But now I don't have any issues with women. Like I have abundance of women in my life, and I haven't had issues in a while. I feel like I can pull any girl who I want in this world. Now there's still gonna be bullshit that you encounter, even when you have your life set up in such a way where you are a quality man that women want to be involved with you. You're still gonna deal with bullshit regardless. But when you reach a certain level within yourself as a man and within your life, you stop having to deal with as much bullshit, and you begin attracting higher quality women and more women, and life becomes better when you have options. And I don't want to be just like I don't want to be like these red pill dating coaches, because dating has become so toxic in this day and age. It's become so disgusting because, these red pill dating coaches, they talk about how you should fuck women and toss them to the side of the road and never get attached and just all these different things. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with loving a woman. Nothing wrong at all. As long as you are still focused on your mission and on your purpose, and you still have yourself together, and you're still confident, and you're still a strong man, and you still do that work in bed, and you have everything together within yourself as a man, as long as that is in order, then it is okay to love a woman. That's what we are here for. Now, our mission always comes first, always. But love is a deep part of who we are as humans. That's so deeply entrenched within our needs as humans. That's a part of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. We need to be loved, and we need to express love. That's a part of who we are. And to cut that off is inauthentic to what you need as a human being. Being an alpha male needs love. That bullshit about, I'll never love a woman. I'll never love a bitch. Like, nah, nigga, you're stupid. You're broken. You are broken. You don't. Now, there are certain qualities that these red pill coaches, that they exhibit that are good. Like confidence and not allowing a woman to bring you off of your grounding. Those are good qualities. But the quality of never getting attached to anyone, that's toxic. That's broken. That is flawed. So I want to share some more mature ways of looking at relationships and approaching the back and forth flow of feminine and masculine polarity when it comes to love and when it comes to sexual relationships, because it can be a confusing realm if you haven't had the time to deal with many different women, and if you haven't had the time to read books and to really just really figure out how men work and how women work and how we work together and what things need to be in place for things to work out smoothly. And I'm going to talk a lot about masculine and feminine polarity on this channel and how to build the best relationship, but also how to attract women outside of a relationship and just have abundance of women in your life by building yourself up as a strong, quality man of value. And those are the 5 tenets that I want to focus on in this channel. And that's why I built this channel. Because looking back when I was 17, 18 years old, 4 or 5 years ago, and looking at how deeply flawed my life was and how lost I was, I realized that if I would have focused on maximizing myself in these 5 areas, I would have avoided so much frustration, so much bullshit. And I just needed someone to help guide me. I needed that so desperately. And again, I don't have everything figured out now, far from it. But through the bullshit that I've gone through and through the lessons that I've experienced, from being in the military and building 2 successful businesses, but also going through 7 different failed businesses, and by getting heartbroken by women time and time again, and approaching women time and time again, and by building a strong physique, and by going to jail, and by going bankrupt and being over 100K in debt, and just going through all of these struggles and persevering and being depressed and being sad and having stages where I literally would just sit in bed all day and cry to myself. Going through these different stages of darkness and light and success and failure, that teaches a man so much. So much. So I don't have life completely figured out. Far from it. But I know that I've gone through enough, and I built my life in such a way that I now feel comfortable sharing some of what I learned with others. And hopefully that will bring some value into your life and help you to build a more beautiful life that is more aligned with what you deeply want within your core as a man. Hopefully I can help you with that. I'm not going to be humble. I know I can help you with that. I know I can. We all have room to improve. I can grow from you. You can grow from me. We all need to be humble enough to see where we have room to improve in. We need to have that humility. But I look forward to helping you as this channel grows and bringing some real value into your life that will help you to develop as a man and to build a beautiful life for yourself. I truly do. That is my single goal with this channel. I already have built financial freedom for myself in my main business. But I'm looking to turn this into something that is fueled by passion and by my heart. Because for my main business, I don't care about it. It's just a corporate, just marketing business. It's a marketing agency. I don't care about it. I have no passion in that. I have no heart in it. But helping men to grow and develop, that is so deeply meaningful to me. I could pour my heart and soul into this. So my main mission is to transition all of my time and effort out of that marketing business and put it all into this channel and put my all into helping other men to become the best versions of themselves in terms of their mental health, in terms of their financial freedom, in terms of their deep, genuine friendships, in terms of their fitness, and in terms of their relationships with women. Because we all have room to improve in all of those areas. We all do. So that is what this channel is for. And I look forward to helping you to grow. And I will see you on the next video. And never forget that consistency creates kings. And if you are not consistently bringing your best self into the areas of your life that matter the most to you, then you will not become the man that you want to be. You won't. You won't. I promise you. You won't. But luckily for you, I know you're going to do that work. And I know you're going to subscribe so that I can help you and guide you along that path. Right? Anyways, gentlemen, I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.